Come with me as I move from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to Cork City, Ireland, Part 3. That was the longest flight I had ever been on, so I was very happy to get off the plane. The first thing I did was go to customs. Actually, that's not true. The actual first thing I did was look for somewhere that Eleanor could use the bathroom inside, but I didn't find anywhere, so I tried to get her to go on some pee pads, but she refused. So after a few minutes of trying that, I went through customs. They asked to see my passport and work permit. They stamped my passport, which is good for 3 months, and told me that I need to make an appointment with immigration before then. Then I got my 50 and 66-pound luggage from baggage claim and exchanged some of my dollars for euros so that I would have a little bit of cash. I know they say not to do that at the airport because the exchange rate isn't good, but that was the easiest option for me, so that's what I did. Then I took Eleanor to her appointment in the airport to make sure that all of her papers were in order and that she wouldn't need to go into quarantine. Thankfully, we had everything we needed. I don't know where I got this idea, but I thought that I had to get my bags checked again before leaving the airport since I was coming from another country. This is not true, but I didn't know that at the time, so I used this old airport phone to ask someone where I was supposed to go because I was panicking. I think I really confused the lady on the other line, but she was nice about it. Eleanor was very happy to leave the airport and go potty outside. We saw this really pretty little flower while we were out there. Time to fuel up with a muffin. I needed to get to the train station, but the bus wouldn't allow me to take Eleanor on, so I used this app called Free Now to call for a ride. I don't know why it's called that, because the ride was not free. My driver Kieran was great, though. He was from Dublin, so he was pointing things out to me along the way to the train station. Here we're passing Phoenix Park in Dublin, which is a national park in Ireland. The train station was in the city, and at this point I was starting to think about Father Richard, because we passed the Guinness factory, and I know he really wants to visit there. You can see it through the window in this shot. I can't drink Guinness because beer has gluten in it, but some guy from the bank in Tucson told me that the Guinness in Ireland tastes different. He said it was better, but I guess I'll have to take his word for it. At this point, we were almost at the train station, and let me tell you, it was packed. I got there 2 hours before my train was supposed to leave. I went to the information desk to ask about moving my ticket to an earlier train, but the lady told me that if I booked the ticket online, I would have to change it online. That was a bit of a challenge because there was no free Wi-Fi in the station, so I ended up just waiting the 2 hours. At this point, I was really feeling the effects of 2.5 hours of sleep. I had no cell service, and I was starting to question all of my decisions. Eleanor told me that she would keep guard if I wanted to take a nap, but she gets distracted pretty easily, so I decided against it. I took a little walk around the station and saw this pigeon. There were a lot of pigeons inside. They had some cute little restaurants, and then it was finally time to get on the train.